You've worked hard on yourself. You know your worth. But where are the men who match your emotional intelligence and readiness for real love? Our online school, Singles Seeking Soulmate, teaches powerful relationship skills and connects you with men who've done the same deep work. This course helped me see patterns I didn't realize were blocking love. And yes, I actually met someone amazing. It's time for real connection with yourself and with someone truly ready. Join Skool. Meet relationship-ready men, ready for love that actually feels healthy. Join a community of women learning powerful relationship skills. And meet emotionally available, relationship-ready men doing the same work.
Good afternoon. So I just wanted to jump on and film a video really quickly. I'm waiting for my daughter to come out of a store in the mall. And I'm actually going to pull up so she can see me because I don't know if she remembers where I parked the car. I'm not going to make this video really long, but I just wanted to address that Michelle Obama, she did an interview on Diary of a CEO recently, and she addressed the biological clock. And what I found so irritating about this interview is people responded like it is like the sky parted and Jesus came down on a white horse, because she acknowledged that women have a finite window in which to have children. Like, I was beyond annoyed because, you know, she gets on this platform and she talks about fertility. She talks about the biological clock and why aren't people talking about it? What? My platform has been in existence for 5 years, and that's all I talk about with younger women. Here is the truth of the matter. Plenty of people are talking about it. Plenty of people are warning young women about their biological clock, about the finite window in which they have to have babies, and women are not listening. Women are blowing us off. Women, get out of here, old lady. You don't know what you're talking about. I was beyond annoyed because she said it, now it's the holy gospel. Like, plenty of people, I can name 10 people, 10 female content creators right now, including myself, that's been telling women, stop playing with nature. Stop playing with Mother Nature. Stop hoping and praying that these scientific fertility treatments are going to get you a baby at 40. Because let me tell y'all the truth of the matter. And y'all really not going to like this. There are no guarantees. There are no guarantees that the science is going to get you a baby. So you can freeze your eggs and you can make some embryos and freeze them too. And you can shoot your body up with hormones and all this other nonsense. It's no guarantee that that stuff is going to work for you. Keep playing with Mother Nature. Keep doing that. Keep playing with Mother Nature. And this is what's so wild to me. How many times have I stated Mother Nature is undefeated? We are not. I don't care what man got going on. I don't care what they invent. I don't care what kind of procedures they have and what they can do. They're not going to outdo God. It's the haughtiness for me. It's the fact that humans are so haughty and so prideful. And so, I can have a baby at 50. Janet Jackson had a baby. Do you have Janet Jackson money? Do you know how much money that probably cost her? Y'all, we have got to do better. Okay, and you need to stop playing with Mother Nature. You need to have children in the ideal window in which you should have them. And what do I always say? You're so worried about your job. You're so worried about your career. You're so worried about your success. There is no time clock on your success. None. I'm a perfect example of that. Someone whose children are grown. I'm 57. I have 2 successful businesses. I own a home. I have a vehicle, all the regular stuff that most people have. But yeah, I could do whatever I wanted business-wise because my kids are grown. I could work 100 hours a week. I could write 10 books. I could do whatever I want. Okay? Because my children are grown. Been there, done that. I'm not trying to deal with a bunch of little kids on the back end. Okay? I've done my work on the front end, and that's what I encourage you to do. Have your kids sooner rather than later. Have them on the front end. But no, y'all want to wait until you darn near 50, 45 to try to have a baby. And then it's like you will not accept fact. You let your feelings override facts. Like, you are born with all the eggs that you're going to have in your whole life. And as each year goes down, those eggs get less and less and less. The quality of the eggs go down and down and down. So I'm lost as to why women, we can't be that delusional. Like, really, y'all? Really? It's making us look bad. It's making us look real bad. We look delusional that we refuse to accept biological facts and move accordingly. So once you accept that biological fact, you just move accordingly. Stop trying to make it something that it's not. Stop going against your feelings. Oh, I wish it wasn't that way. I wish I could have a baby at 50, but you can't. Most women can't. So put your canoe in the river. As I tell all of you, put your canoe in the river, and the way that river is flowing, let your canoe flow down. Okay? That's what you do. Stop trying to paddle against the river. Okay? Stop trying to paddle upstream. That's what's got y'all messed up now. Okay? Be the girl. Stop trying to be the man. And look, some of y'all stay the man. Y'all stay the man. Then when you exhausted and tired and overwhelmed, your hair's falling out, your hormones are all crazy, now all of a sudden you want to live a soft life. How about you just stay the girl in the first place? How about you just be the woman that God made you? Make that make sense to me. I just, like I said, I will never understand modern day women. I will never. I don't understand y'all. I try to be empathetic and compassionate, but I don't understand y'all. You make life harder than it has to be. Be the girl. If you born with the female parts, be the girl. Okay? Trust me on this. It's easier for you to be the girl. It's easier for you to be in that lean back energy. You're not going to feel stressed. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. Right? When you are just the girl, just be the girl. But I don't know. What is it? What do they call it? Where we have the Oedipus complex. We want the penis so bad. We want to do what men do and compete with men. And we love saying crap like anything a woman can do, anything a man can do. No, she can't. No, she can't. No, she can't. Just like a man can't do everything a woman can do. No, he can't. No, he cannot. So I just don't understand why y'all are like this. But I just wanted to come on and mention that because I'm irritated. I ain't even gonna lie. When she said it and everybody was like, oh my God, oh my, what, that is so profound. We've been telling y'all this forever. I've been warning women that you have until you're 25, right? You got until you're 25 to get all the education you're gonna get, to date all the jerks you're gonna date, right? And when you turn 25, that period of time is over, okay? You are now looking for husband material men. You should have finished your undergraduate degree or your graduate degree, or you should be out of med school or law school, especially if you went straight through. There is no excuse, okay? You should not be 35, still in school and all that other nonsense. And how about even if you miss that window, I still tell women, oh well, start looking for a husband, start having children if that's what you want to do, and you can go to school on the back end. You can go to school on the back end. I knew a good lady, friend of mine who went to med school at 45. She went to med school at 45 once her kids was in high school. She always wanted to be a doctor. She did not get the opportunity for whatever reason, but she went to med school at 45. I applaud her. And guess what? She is a practicing doctor, and she can do that until she's 75 or 80. Y'all act like it's a time limit on success. It's not. It's not. There's some very successful people that found success. They found their wealth older in life. Okay? They came upon their success and their wealth when they were older. And you can do that. But guess what you can't do? You can't have no healthy baby at 50 naturally. Most women cannot. And what's shocking, let me tell y'all what's shocking. There's women today, let me tell y'all how messed up, whether it's the water, the food, the environmental stuff, I'm not sure what it is. But not only are men's testosterone plummeting, women's fertility is plummeting. In the last 2 years, I've had 7 couples come to me with fertility issues. And how about this? The women were in their early 30s. They were in their early 30s having fertility issues. My grandmother had her last child at 45. So I'm like, and look, that would have been me had I not got my tubes tied. Had I not got my tubes tied, I would have had a baby at 40 something. So I was like, I'm tying my tubes. Okay, because women in my family are fertile. Everybody in my family got kids. All of us are fertile. We have strong genes. But you mess around today, you come up today, baby, you be infertile at 30. Okay, you can't have no kids at 30 years old. So y'all better stop playing with Mother Nature. Stop it. You have got to get it together. You got to figure out what you're doing and do it. But y'all, the women playing all these games and thinking, I mean, it's delusion. It has to be delusion that, oh, I'm going to have to. Look, I got a client about to turn 40 and still talking about having a baby. I just be like, okay. I barely be listening, y'all. Can I be honest? I be barely listening, like, okay. Look, ain't a man in sight, no fiance, no boyfriend. Ain't a man in sight. And she talking about, yeah, I'm turning 40 in a couple weeks, and, you know, I still want to get married. I still want to have some kids. Y'all, I can't make this up, okay? Yeah, I'm headed to Wegmans. Yeah, I'm getting ready to jump out. Okay, Crazy T said, hold on, because he been commenting. You got your popper with you at the mall? What's my popper? Because I just left the mall. Now I'm at Wegmans. When they kid turn 25, the mom will be 100. Exactly. He said, sorry, what was said on the podcast. 60 chasing around a 10-year-old. Michelle has been irritating me a lot lately. You know what? Miss_Tiffany01. Same. I thought it was just me. Okay? I thought it was just me. I'm like, why am I irritated? Why? You know, the podcast she has is irritating me. And then she on other people's podcasts. And then she's saying stuff and doing stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I like this more vocal Michelle. Very vocal. I don't know. I'm like, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just me, but I was like, what is happening? What is going on? I don't know. So I'm going to leave that one alone. True, I've seen YNs laugh at older people for going to college in their 60s and 70s. Nothing to laugh at. Baby, whenever you get it, you get it. Okay, Melissa said, I graduated from college at 38. My college schedule was set up around my children's school days. I put school on the... Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm sorry. I was in school married with 3 school-age children. Good for you. Good for you. Because, again, you can get a degree at 70. You sure can. You can get a college degree at 70. But guess what you can't do at 70? Pop out no baby. So, again, why is that funny? It's an option. It's an option for a person at 70 to go back to school and get a degree. Wishful thinking, LOL. The marriage rates are declining. Both men and women don't see the value in it anymore. Your pistol. Oh, people out there crazy. No, I did not. Yeah, I didn't. I hate that podcast, LOL. She's always a victim, but rich and privileged as all get out. Yeah, something about her is irritating me. You're the last person to speak on this stuff. That's what it is. I was like, what is it? What is it? Like, you're the last person to speak on some of the things that you're talking about. They had one episode where she was talking about how women are silenced. Women can't talk. Black women can't talk. Really? Really? Because I'm on here now talking to y'all. She got a whole podcast talking. So nothing that was said in that interview made any sense. You have an entire platform where you're talking. But black women are silenced. We can't talk. We run our mouth too much. Can I be honest? Black women run their mouth too much. That's the problem. What do you mean with women's fertility? Women have a finite amount of eggs that they are born with as a baby. And every year that goes by, that amount of eggs goes down, down, down. And then the health of those eggs goes down, down, down. And so women have a finite window in which to have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. And instead of accepting that biological fact, women want to play God. They want to buck Mother Nature. They think that science is the end all be all. I'll just go to fertility clinic. I'll just shoot up a bunch of hormones. I'll just freeze my eggs. Y'all, I can't make this up. He said, I earned my electrical engineering degree at 43. I'm 54 now. See, there you go. That's what we're saying. That's exactly what we're saying. Go out here and educate yourself. Learn something. Okay? For some reason, she wants to relate to today's culture. Almost guilty for being married with healthy, well-behaved kids. It's, like I said, she the last person that should be talking about some of this stuff. Okay? So, I didn't grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up on welfare. I didn't have that experience that a lot of other people do. And I don't talk on it. I don't speak on it. Okay? In my mind, they're all different types of black people, and I stay in my black people lane that is more privileged. I stay in my well-spoken, educated black people lane. Okay? And look, the Obamas have a home in Martha's Vineyard. Quiet as it's kept. I go to Martha's Vineyard every year for a week in August. So again, I don't pretend to be gangster. I don't pretend to be, bonquisha. I don't pretend to know what living in the projects is like. I don't know. Okay? So I don't speak on stuff like that because that wasn't my experience. I had a whole different black girl experience. I happen to be educated. I happen to be raised around a lot of white and Jewish and Hispanic and Asian people, a lot of diverse people. So I don't know. And look, even when I was a cheerleader in high school, the cheer team was very diverse. I didn't have no all black girl cheer team. We had white girls, Hispanic girls, Asian girls, me, an Indian girl. Like, yeah. So my experience was incredibly diverse. So I don't speak on that stuff. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just something that's irritating my spirit. So now I'm avoiding it. But when she went on there and talked about the biological clock like she invented it, like she just coined that phrase, that has been around for 100+ years. Like, what? Oh my gosh, that's so profound. Oh my God. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be married with children at any age. I agree, but I want women to lean toward younger. I want you to put your canoe in the river and take it downstream. Stop trying to paddle upstream all the time. She almost missed her blessing with being married to Obama. She rejected him at first. Yeah, thank goodness that she came to her senses. Have you ever saw the Kennedy compound while visiting Martha's Vineyard? I have not. Now, I've seen a lot of celebrity homes, and I've met a lot of celebrities when I go there, but I have not. I'm not familiar. Maybe this year. I'll be going this year to August 2nd through the 9th. I'll be in Martha's Vineyard for the Martha's Vineyard Film Festival. But y'all, I've been telling y'all about the biological clock. The reality is women don't listen. Women are hard-headed. Women are delusional. So let's stop acting like nobody's talking about this. Suzanne Venker, I mean, I can go on and on with female, and some of them are right-wing, some of them are Christian, but they are talking to young women all the time. You just don't listen. And heaven forbid you be, somewhat conservative or right-leaning. Oh, they really don't want to hear nothing you got to say then because you're crazy. You're crazy and you're this and you're that. Y'all, I happen to be more conservative leaning. I happen to be more traditional. Okay? And for the record, you can have conservative values and not support Donald Trump. But it doesn't, none of that matters. You all can't get past someone having, Christian values, Christian morals, someone that actually wants to live their life in a way that all but guarantees that it be somewhat successful. Like, God forbid if there are rules and laws and principles that our God in heaven has given us to live a good life. Oh my gosh. And look, oh no. And everybody's an individual and I don't like all of that. I don't like no organized religion. I don't believe in the Bible and this and that. And that's why the world is jacked up now. Because y'all can't agree on anything. The thing I love most about the Bible is it has never changed. It is the same. It is the most purchased book in the entire world. And if everyone simply lived by it, if you simply opened the book up and read it and did what it told you, yes, it is it's the manual for living. And it is for everyone. It is the manual for living a good life, and it's for everyone. And so, yes, if we could all get on the same biblical page, we wouldn't have the problems we have in right now. Okay? So, but y'all, I'm irritated. I got the, and she everywhere now. She everywhere. So I'm done. Miss_Tiffany01 says I'm right leaning and a conservative as well. I normally watch you on YouTube, Nita. Now I'm following you on Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, y'all, and let me give y'all this quick history lesson. My mama and I was talking about this the other day. She said, yeah, it's so interesting that African Americans are so diehard liberal and diehard Democrat. She said that all of this is new. All of this is new. This is recent. 25, 30 years. This is all very recent. 40 years. This is all pretty recent. Okay? African Americans were the most married. They had wealth in their community. They had their own education system. They started these HBCUs, and they were leaning conservative. They were the most Christian. Okay? I want you to think about all the things that supported the civil rights movement. We were Christian. We believed in marriage. We had families, We were conservative in our values. We did not support the alphabet crew. There's a whole lot of things that African Americans stood for. And now all that's been flipped on its head. All that's been flipped on its head. And here's the craziest part. So prior to Donald Trump becoming president the first time, you would not believe how many black people knew him, thought he was cool. Like they would hang out with him and they were like, yeah, Donald Trump's cool. But because he could not run under the Democratic Party and he went the other direction because he was like, okay, well, I just, I got to go on the other side. I got to do what it's going to take to win. That's when everybody lost their mind. That's when everybody lost their mind because he was associated with Republicans. But as a race, okay, as a culture, we did not support abortion. We didn't support the alphabet crew. We were relatively conservative. We were leading in Christianity and our values and our morals. We had sense. We got married. We had kids. But now all that's done gone out the window. And we are loyal to the Democratic Party, to the liberal mission, and all that it stands for. And here's the crazy part. Most of the stuff it stands for is not biblical. That's why I'm like, no, I ain't supporting that. No, I ain't supporting this. No, I ain't supporting this agenda. No, because that directly goes against my Christian values. Lord. So, y'all, I'm sorry. I can't, So how you feel about that is how you feel about it. But let me tell you this. I support common sense. I've always said this. I may not be, toxically loyal to any one group, but I will support the kingdom. I will support my Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I support common sense. I support critical thinking. How about can you do that? Can you just support that? Because that'll get you far. But y'all are following behind foolishness. Stuff that don't make no sense. And look, y'all, I've been watching the news, and I don't watch the news like talking about, but I've been watching a couple little segments where the UK has overturned the trans thing. We coming next. They said, nope, a trans woman is not a woman. It's not a woman. And you will not be invading female spaces. So hopefully some sense is being returned to the world. Come on. We got to stop this nonsense. Okay? She said, I was conservative before I even knew what the term meant. Yeah, same. Because like I said, I believe in common sense. I believe in just living righteous. Okay? That's all. Call that whatever you want. But I just believe in being righteous and acting like I got some sense and using the brain that God gave me and being a critical thinker. So you lost me on this blind loyalty to a party. That right there is just the dumbest thing I ever heard of. You don't know what these people are doing. But you're supposed to follow them. You're supposed to vote for whoever they... Look, and they'll throw anybody. They'll throw a monkey in a skirt on the Democratic ticket and expect you to vote for it. No, I'm sorry. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. So we got to do better. And it's our culture. It's our culture that is darn near destroyed. And look, ain't nobody destroy us. Can we be real? Ain't nobody destroy us. Ain't no white people destroy us. Ain't no Asian. Ain't no Hispanic people destroy us. Ain't no Indian people. We are directly responsible for the situation we find ourselves in today. We are. With the things that we do, and it don't make no sense. I just be like, why? And then I'm wrong for saying that. But anyway, all right, let me get in here. I hope y'all have a great weekend. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. It is 83 degrees, and we're going to run into Wegmans real quick, and then I'm headed home. It is movie night. It is family movie night, so I'm just going to grab some dessert from in here, and I got dinner cooking, and I need to get some vegetables from in here. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. She want me to try her fragrance, y'all. Let's smell it. It's sexy, honey. It's sexy. Okay, that, what's the name of it?
Valentina Roma.
Okay, Valentino. All right. Okay. And look, y'all, I done got some looks now. I done got some looks going out today. I keep telling you, ladies, y'all better start going to the mall. You better start going to the festivals. You better start going outside. Okay? Because I done had a couple pop-pops, and I told y'all about pop-pops. But I done had a couple pop-pops be like, hey, how you doing? And look, one of them tried to buy me some shoes in Macy's. I was like, no, it's okay. Oh, no, you should get those. I'll get them for you. I'm like, no, I'm all right, Pop-Pop. Okay. Y'all have a great Saturday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my rants. Oh, she said, love Valentino perfume. Have a good day. Yeah, I never smelled it before. Okay. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, stay open to love.